It's
share?
common when you're last on the agenda. It happens. There's been a lively discussion, and I want to thank
Yeah.
everybody for having this in English so I could take notes. All right, let me just, the framework that I captured the notes in is challenges and solutions. So I try to take all the conversations and then I'll give you the headlines and give you a little color underneath the headline. On challenges, I'm just going to tease you a little bit on some of these headlines. Reality check, obstacles, alignment, time, unclear on business value across the organization, people challenges, scope, customer. So those are some of the headlines. And what I loved about the group discussion around reality check, it's people, process, technology, people first. And we've all seen it. We've all tried to make changes in our organization and trying to get people alignment just on your executive team. But then that has a ripple effect underneath where you have all sorts of dysfunction that could come up because the leadership team hasn't made the priorities clear. Obstacles are internal and external. There was some conversation if you're an outside provider, you're dealing with some of the protectionism that happens. When I talk about alignment, it's around business value, priorities, resources. And when I mentioned time, or when you mentioned time, it was really around if somebody has 200 different things that they have to work through, there's no way the executive team can work on 200 things. So speeding ahead a little bit, that's why you have to have empowerment in the organization so you can allow people to make decisions without the executives being in the room. Some automation around that. People challenges, there's shortage of talent. They're losing the intelligence, sort of the tribal knowledge walks out the door. Priority conflicts are unclear. What's more important, the competitive advantage, the cost advantage, or do we put resources on this or not? Scope was a big topic for everybody, but not just on a single project, but between projects and what happens when things change because they do all the time. From a customer standpoint, I love that one too because we all want to make sure that we keep our customers. We need to win them, but if you lose them, then you have a leaky bucket. And then we got into some solutions around how you set up decision making at the leadership level. There was some healthy discussion around that, but we never really talked about how do you empower the organization to make decisions without you, which is what I believe this solution may bring to the table. We have to test it, but it may bring that to the table. The other thing is clear business value understood at the time that a project is kicked off. And when you resimulate, if their scope changes, is that change going to support the business value that you want from it? There was, because of the shortage of people, it's clear that we need technology to automate. And also, frankly, people have to be satisfied in their jobs. They're already stretched too thin. We keep asking them to do more with less. And you can only go so far before everything breaks down, including their mental health. So that's my quick summary. I did that in 3 minutes. I hope that helped everybody. I hope I didn't miss anything major.
Mhm.
I thank you, Jim. I'm happily that we recorded it. I always love that you paint a picture around the whole discussion.